Hey everybody, Yankee here. Today I'm going to be making a video that I don't want to make. I'm kind of sad that I need to make it. And before I get into it, I want to let everyone know, if you don't already know, I like Nighthawk Custom 1911s. I like the product. I like the people who work there that I've met or that I've communicated with. I just like their products. I own 3 of them. And I'm a fan. So I'm not slamming a company today because I don't like the company. I'm slamming something that came out today that I am just like, please tell me this isn't real. I got an email today from Nighthawk Customs and went to their YouTube page, and apparently they're making a custom 1911, heavily engraved, called the Wall Street 1911. And when I saw this, I was like, what the fudge? I mean, what are they thinking? This is just a bad idea in so many different ways. It's borderline offensive. In fact, in some ways, it is offensive. I can see how some people are going to be very offended by this gun. And I was like, tell me that it's April 1st. Did I lose track of the time and it's April 1st? Is this a joke? Did someone hack their accounts? So I went to extreme measures to make sure this was their account, etc. And it appears this is legit. And I was like, oh my God. And the reason I think this gun's a bad idea is, one, this is the lesser of the reasons. For one, it depicts unfettered capitalism like Wall Street, like that's the American way. The founding fathers would be disgusted by Wall Street. You have to remember, one of the things they didn't like about England was how much control big businesses had over there because of the money they produced and how they pretty much owned politics over there. The trading companies that, influenced politics with their money, they hated that. They didn't think big corporations should have a say in politics. They didn't think money should be in politics. So to celebrate Wall Street is just kind of anti-American to me. It kind of made me sick to my stomach a little bit. But I understand there's some people who think unfettered capitalism is the American way, which is not. That's just the system we use. It's got nothing to do with our Constitution, and it's definitely got nothing to do with what the founders wanted or thought was best. So I don't like the idea that it's that. But what really I don't like about it is that, okay, I know that they are celebrating Wall Street and the history of Wall Street. And part of the history of Wall Street, for one, there's a church across the street they put on the gun. I don't really like religion mixed into stuff, but that's personal preference, whether you want a church on your gun or not. But what is on the gun, and it is part of the history, but it's a part of the history that needs to stay in books, not on a gun celebrating something. There's actually an image of the slave trade on the side of the gun. There's some white guys selling a black guy right there on the side. And like I said, yes, that is part of the history of Wall Street. That is part of the history of big business in this country. But it's a part of the history we need to talk about in solemn tones and learn from and never repeat, not one we need to put on the side, like I said, of a gun commemorating something in a positive way. So like I said, please tell me this is a joke. Please tell me this isn't real. That they're really not putting out a gun celebrating money and making it look like it's patriotic, but also tell me they're not, and there's some things I like about the gun. I like the gold bull on the side. I like the gold accents. I like the engraving. It's all really well made. They make a beautiful product, but I just think it's misguided. And I'm like, please tell me they're not making a gun celebrating money and, like I said, depicting the slave trade on it. I'm like, what are they thinking? Maybe I'm being too sensitive. I mean, I don't really have a right to be offended because I'm not black, although I am Greek and they were slaves at one point in time. So I guess I could be mad at somebody. Where's my fucking reparations? If you can tell me who to be mad at and who owes me money, I'd be more than happy to accept it. But like I said, I'm not black. And maybe I am oversensitive. I don't know I'll hear what you people have to say. I'm sure I'll hear it in the comment section. But I just think, one, it's bad taste to make a gun that commemorates money. And even if you did choose to do that for the small amount of people that would like that, I think it's really bad taste to depict the slave trade on the side of it. Like I said, maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe I'm wrong here. I like Nighthawk. I like the people who work there that I've met and talked to. Maybe this is a misfire. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that I'm sure they're saying, hey, this is a part of history and it's something we don't need to forget. But like I said, it's also something we don't need to put on the side of a gun. This is one of those guns where I'm like, you know, you don't have to be racist to like this gun, but I think it would help.